Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I wanted to start a hashtag, or not. Just I'm gonna put it as a hashtag. If you want to do it, beautiful. But instead of doing like my top 10 favorite decks or something like that, those are always really difficult for me to do because as soon as I make a video, I almost have instant regret because those are maybe 10 minutes later, I've changed my mind. So I'm going to say my top 11 decks because 11 is like a number, like a higher vibrational number of like duality, right? Like the two. And it's just a very advanced number. So I'm going to do top 11 current favorite decks. Hashtag if you want to join in. So I'm going to start off with tarot. I have mainly tarot, but I do have, and this is for tarot or oracle. And these are not in any kind of order. They're just my current favorite decks that I am crushing on. 10 minutes after I make this video, my mind could be changed, but there's so much less pressure in that for me. So, the Rooted Remembrance. Oh my goodness gracious. This is by Ray Serafina Barker, and it is so gorgeous. It's on Etsy, and I am loving this deck so much right now. Definitely. I think I'm going through a phase or something. I don't know. So that is my first. Maybe I should put some down and just show you. This deck feels very ethereal to me. It feels very witchy to me. It feels very earthy and spiritual. And Akashic Records, and portal energy, light energy. I mean, I can definitely feel all the elements in this. Just everything. I can see clouds and light, but it's more like shadowed light. But also like pulling deeply from like the earth and the moon and the sky and the stars and like deep truths, right? That have always been rooted there before we were born kind of thing. So that is the Rooted Remembrance. So another one that I am just absolutely in love with, and I have been in love with it ever since I got it. I mean, I'm just to feel it in my hands. It is so luxurious. And that is the Tarot of Paul's Moon. I love the artwork. I love the book. I love that it's medieval times. I love that it is just like a whole experience working with this deck. And some of the readings that I've had with it are so profound. I mean, so profound. Doing like past life work with it. I've done other stuff beyond past life work, but namely, I've done past life work with this, and oh my gosh, and the backs. I mean, just everything about this is just gorgeous. There's even no gilding, but I like that better. I don't know if I'm gonna, I think I will do something with the edging. Maybe like a brownish, like a light brown. Yeah. But I'm just absolutely in love with this deck. It feels so decadent. And, you know, trigger warning, guys. The majority of these are probably going to be more of your indie decks, maybe a little bit more expensive. I don't know if any of these are, I don't think any of these are mass market. I apologize about that, but it is what it is. If I'm being honest, these are the ones that are my most current favorite at this current moment. And I cannot attest for what's going to happen in 10 minutes after I'm done recording this, right? Are you one of those people that, I mean, really, it's just having an over-analyzing mind, but that it's really hard for you to say, like, favorites and stuff like that, because it's almost like you're betraying other decks. It's almost like you're portraying, like, if you say your favorite movie or your favorite song, it's like, oh my gosh, there's just so many, it's hard to decide, right? That's how I feel. So when I see all of these hashtags going around, you know, my top 10 or my top 3 or whatever, it's just like, how can you? How can you? You know, maybe you don't stress about it as much as I do, but instant regrets. As soon as I'm done making the video, it's like, no, that wasn't right. So by putting in the current, that's my disclaimer, right? And if you are enticed by any of these, I apologize, but that is the nature of the beast, right? So, the Tarot of Aphrodite. By Natasha from Aphrodite 333 Studios. I love this deck so much. It is so beautiful. And I have been in love with it. And I'm not normally a pink person. I mean, I like pink, don't get me wrong, but on a deck, it was not like my first choice. And I will tell you, I just seen, because I used to really just want the Tarot of Delphi, right? I really wanted that deck really bad. And it was out of print long before I ever even got into the tarot community, right? Or shortly before. So I didn't even know about it until it was already way expensive to get it. I just seen somebody trying to sell a copy on Facebook for like, I don't know, $3,000. I'm like, there's no way I would ever do that. Because I think this is better. I think that there's many decks that have now come out that I'm going to even show today that I think are way better than the Tarot of Delphi. Not that I don't think the Tarot of Delphi is beautiful, but I mean, you know, why pay 1,000 or 3,000 or even 500 when you can get something like this, right? Or some of the other ones I'm going to show you, but this one is just also just pure decadence and love and self-love and universal love, and I could see this for a couple of different kinds of hashtags. But so that is my third deck. Not truly third, but another deck that I'm showing that is a current favorite deck that I am currently in love with and have been for quite some time now. Another one that I am currently in love with is the Gothic Literature Tarot. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so in love with this deck also. Absolutely gorgeous. I can definitely see I have like similar, you know, like even time periods that I just love. And I love the backs. I love the gilding on the side. It's not sharp at all. I love that this is a beautiful shuffle. I mean, gosh, it is like the total package. It's seductive and dark and shadowy and full of literature, you know, yummy. It's just yumminess. So that is another one. So another one that I am loving on and had been for a while until I got it, and this is from Etsy, and this is one that I got, I can't remember, it was either my birthday, I think it was my birthday. It's the Human Figures deck, and oh, I just think it's so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It definitely evokes emotions in me. It evokes like different time period, you know. Not a time period that I would like to live in, but I would definitely like to go and visit. Maybe be invisible while I'm visiting, because I'm sure times were very harsh. But, oh, it's just stunning. Look at that. Oh. So this is another one, Human Figures deck. And I'm thinking of also doing like an antique look around the edges. This is, and here's the backs. Love it too. So, another one that I love and have loved and have coveted for a couple of years before I was even able to get it is the Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's Tarot, Monsters, the Macabre, and Autumn Scenes. And this was the second edition. And my husband, I mean, even if my husband hadn't, you know, like waited and looked for this every night to make sure it was available because he knew it was something I wanted the year before. And I mean, I loved it. I love that's behind it. But I love this deck so much. It is so gorgeous. I've done so many beautiful readings with it. And I love the book also that the creator sent to me. The extra book that you can get on Amazon. It's the bigger book, and I just love it. She sent it to me because it, you know, she was in the hospital, and it took a while for her to get this out to me. Even though it was a Christmas present, and I don't think I got it by Christmas, or got it right at Christmas. I think I got it afterwards, but either way, it doesn't matter. I love this deck. I definitely understand why she couldn't. I mean, she was definitely dealing with some health issues, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for quite some time. I just can't seem to get enough of it. So that's another of my 11. Another one that I absolutely love is the Tarot of the Huntress by Kara Small. I love the Tarot of Persephone also. It is a very close tie between them, but I love green. Green is my favorite color, and this is dark green. Now, the first time I seen it on her channel when she did the walkthrough, it looked black because it's so dark, right? But it's just a beautiful, dark evergreen, very rich. And both of the decks that Kara did, she did such a beautiful job with. I mean, the curation of the artwork, what she chose for it, you can tell that she is, she knows the tarot really well, right? And what she chose is just beautiful. But not just that. It is a whole experience because the cardstock, yet again, beautiful linen. Linen is my cardstock, man. In most cases, that is what I love the most. Now, the Tarot of Paul's Moon, that's not linen, and I can't shuffle it like this, but I do love that cardstock. But that is a different experience altogether. This is much easier for me to work with. So if I can get a deck that is easier for me to work with, on top of it being just beautiful and reading well, then I'm there for it, you know. And I believe that she's still got this available. If so, I will put a link down below where you can get all these decks. If they're available, I will put links, okay? But, you know, I even love the smell of this. I love the smell of this deck. And it must be the printers that she had it done at, because I love the smell of the Tarot of Persephone also. They both smell, and maybe other people don't like the smell, but I don't know what it is about it, but oh my God, it just smells really good. I don't know. I'm a deck sniffer. So that's another one, the Tarot of the Huntress. Oh, just beautiful. All right. So another one that I love is the Gothic Tale Tarot. This is one that I had printed off, that I purchased the rights in order to use the artwork as well. And I printed off this copy, but it comes much bigger. I could not get the edges to work, so it was a much bigger edging. And so this is smaller than a regular deck. Let me show you. See, this is the Tarot of the Huntress. You can see it's that much smaller because I cut my version down that I had printed from Make Playing Cards, because I didn't like the big edging. It didn't come out right. I tried messing with it a couple of times and it just isn't working right. And I can't really maneuver the stuff that they already put on the artwork. They had, the whole kit was already done. But I loved it so much that I wanted to print it off. I didn't want to just print it off on my printer, my computer printer. I wanted an actual linen copy. And I love it and I love reading with it. But in order to sell it, somebody's got to be really good at cutting down their own decks, and I'm not cutting down people's decks, so that's why I don't have it for sale, because the copy that would be for sale that you would get would look different than this. If you would like me to put this available for sale, let me know, but I will also put in the listing that people understand it's going to be a much bigger edge that you would have to cut down yourself. So let me know. I've had a few people that were interested in it, that knew behind the scenes. So if that's something that you would like, maybe I can do a limited run of it or something. But let me know. But oh my gosh, I just love this deck so much. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I named it the Gothic Tale Tarot deck. Or a Gothic Tale Tarot deck. And these are the backs. And I love working with it. Let me see if I can even shuffle this. My hands are kind of dry at the moment, but I mean, of course I can like that. And I edged mine after cutting it down into like a taupe color. Oh, nope, that was a fail, but I can. I know I can. But I mean, look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. I'm in love. Let's see what else we got. So another one that I am totally like in love with, and if I had to pick one deck right now that is like my favorite deck right now at this moment, it is this one. And it is the Stone and Shadow Oracle. I just did a walkthrough with some pairings, and that's actually what made me think of doing this video. So that is going to be free for my Patreon members. It's a free video. Anybody, if you're even a free Patreon, you can watch that. But I am absolutely in love with this gorgeous deck. Like I was telling in the walkthrough, I've been having a lot of dreams that I don't remember. And one of the mornings I woke up and I'm like, okay, let me do a spread. I just wanted to do a spread out of my love of spreads oracle. And so I shuffled through it and the dreaming spread came up. So I did that spread with this. And oh my gosh, it was so deep. The actual spread was so deep. The reading was so deep. It was saying that one of the reasons why I was not supposed to remember that I have been dealing with my shadow self in a different realm, actually like on the other side, you know, the underworld, the other side, whatever you want to call it, you know, life and death kind of thing. And that I was not supposed to remember because I was beyond the veil. So, but I was dealing with or talking to or doing work with other aspects of myself. And that's why I'm not supposed to remember. I mean, it was really deep. I do have it recorded. I've definitely recorded that one. I told the girls about it as soon in one of the chats. As soon as I have it, I was like, oh my gosh, I was reading out of the book, all the cards. They're like, holy cow. It was so good. But this one, oh my gosh. I am loving this deck so much. It is so good. And this is also from Ray Serafina Barker, who is on Etsy and also the creator of the Rooted Remembrance. So that was the first oracle. Another one that I love. It is my oracle, the Matrix deck. And I've been using this a lot lately. And also thinking about, because I'm getting ready to, by the time you see this, which should be soon, I'll probably be releasing this soon. I did finish the second edition of the Love of Spreads Oracle, and I finished the Beltane, so that finishes up the Beltane, or the Wheel of the Year, right? Excuse me. I'm drinking a pop. I don't ever do that. I'm drinking a zero pop. But I've been using this and concentrating and working through my next bits of this because I want to get this book written. I want to get it finished. Now that I've finished a couple other things, and then after I'm done with that, then I've got a few other decks that I'm working on. But I really, really, I love this deck so much. I love pairing it with stuff. I think I'm going to do a video pairings, just playing with pairs with this because I just love it so much. And I mean, technically, you don't need the book for it, but it's going to be so good with the book. Oh, and it's just like my favorite creation, period. Out of any of them, it is probably my most cherished, besides the other one that I was going to show you that I'm also in love with, and that is a staple, is my 13 sign astrology deck. I love this deck so much. It has really helped me to remember, because as much as you can research something, it's still easy to forget little things here and there, and these cards are beautiful reminders. But I love this deck so much. It has more than any other astrology deck I've ever seen. Yes, it can be used with Western astrology. It can be used with sidereal astrology, true sidereal astrology, real sky astrology, right? I mean, it can't be used with Chinese astrology because that's completely different. And it could even be used with Vedic astrology. You just take out the things that don't pertain to it. It's got more than enough for pretty much all of those. Now, parts of it, like with Vedic, is different. That's where it would be more sidereal, because sidereal is like Vedic with the wheel, right? So, and true sidereal and sidereal are different, but both would work with this. There's more than enough for both systems with this. So, but I am thinking that I want to get a special version for myself that has like actual gold, or not gold, hot pink gilding from Make Playing Cards. And if I can get this like hot pink gilded, I'm not sure if I can, but if I can, I would like to get just a special one for myself, because I'm really proud of this deck also, and I love it, and I use it all the time. I keep it in order specifically because it's really good for not only when I'm looking at what's going on in the sky, when I'm looking at transits, when I'm looking at birth charts. I mean, it's an all-in-one kind of beautiful deck. So those were my 11 decks that I am currently in love with right now. And many of them have special bags purchased for them because I love them so much also. So if you want to join in, the hashtag is going to be hashtag top 11 current favorite decks. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.